Hi, my name's John Anderson. I was born on Palm Island in the late 50s. I'm a dormitory boy, and part of my experience there, stolen generations, family working in the community at the time there were aware that government policy was about removing children. So family elected to move me before government did. So they moved me 1,200 kilometres, more than 900 miles southwest to a small town in Barcaldine, central western Queensland. So despite still being with family, I was removed from my mother for 13 years and seeing her just before she passed away from breast cancer. Part of my job, I suppose, is helping to tell those stories, make those differences. I'm currently a member of the Stolen Wages Task Force, handing back some of those monies that were taken to build institutions, facilities like the Redcliffe Hospital, the Royal Women's Hospital, Princess Alexandra, electricity generating stations, highways, all used with wages taken from Aboriginal people and Torres Strait Islanders. So part of the role of this task force, its second iteration, is to disperse, to hand out, to make amends by providing some of these funds back to Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander people that missed out around that first time around, the first round of reparations payments, because the records weren't there. One thing we know, and it's strong in our oral histories, we know we were there. And this time around, government has accepted that, despite there not being any records, that on the balance of probabilities, that if we were in a place and we were working and we were paid to do some of that work, they acknowledge that despite no government records being there, the fair and moral, reasonable thing to do is to pay people their wages. Announcements being made by Queensland Government today on the eve of the anniversary of the referendum is that some of those people that were promised their houses, they pay their rent in their houses for 20 to 30 years, they get to own their houses. That never happened. Some people have been paying for those houses, rent on those houses, for 45 years. Government will announce today those people are going to get those houses. That process will go through. They'll have a home that their families, their children can be confident in. That's part of their family's legacy. There are those families as well too that, under the arrangement of the cattle leases, who lived in those houses and were promised as well too that they'd receive those houses. Government will hand over those houses too, so the process of how that happens will take time, but the commitment will be made today at Parliament House amongst a whole mob of witnesses. So that's a wonderful blessing for Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander community members who've been waiting. Yeah. I thank our partners out there, black, brindle and white, who generously and graciously walk with us with an open and generous heart. And I thank you for helping make our journey and a little bit less anxious, and that our grannies and those that come after them will inherit a far better space by a healed Queensland community. Thank you for the opportunity for me to tell my story.